Hello, hello to amazing people, TheNeomare here, and welcome to another episode of Obra Dinn, an amazing murder mystery detective and a story-rich game that I'm playing right now. This is a long playthrough so far. If you want to watch it from the start, you can find the playlist in the comment description below. But more than anything else, I would wholeheartedly recommend this game if you like this kind of simplistic but kind of wonderful games, really. You need to connect the dots, figure out what happened and stuff like that. I'm not even done yet, and yet I wish there are more games like this. Alas, I am afraid they are not. This could be my jam, really, it could be. It's so good. Anyway, play it or watch it or anything, that's gonna be fine. If you're still here, well, welcome, sit back, relax and enjoy. So, last episode I locked in some more people. I'm gonna go through them real fast here. So I finally locked in George Shirley, who was shot by the cannon by the beast. I love that, by the way. We figured him out by the number of his hammock and the fact that he was hanging around with a Chinese stockman. And we locked in Mr. Charles Miner, who's actually Bosun's mate. And the game gave us lots of clues early game that he might be the one. I just didn't notice it. But once I think a little bit more about the whole thing, I actually realized that, well, offline, right, actually, when I was like biking and stuff, I was thinking about the game. I was like, hey, wait, he did mention something about his mate, and then they told him the fate of him. So yeah, last episode I went straight to it and checked his fate, and I actually found out that he was torn apart by the beast. So I changed the drowned to torn apart, although we never saw it. I found these two hanging around together in at least 3 scenes or so. And also, yeah, he was with him just before he got the memo, the message that his mate was torn apart. So, also I looked at him a little bit closer, and he doesn't really look Chinese though. Like his face is like very rigid and like he's very bulky. So yeah, when you take a look at these two, I mean, not that I say that there couldn't be a Chinese this tall and this bulky and looking like this. It's just doesn't really fit. But I found proper clues, so doesn't really matter. Which brings us to the fact that I'm starting to run out of people who can be Chinese topman. And there needs to be 4 of them total. 1, 2, maybe 3, and then this one has to be a Chinese stockman because we're not run out of them. But actually, I'm pretty confident he's Chinese because he's doing the translation in the boats. And yeah, this dude is O'Hagan. So let's start with that then, yeah? So since one of these two has to be O'Hagan, and since somebody on the ship, on the boat, I can show you the scene actually. I like to go back to these scenes to actually talk about, yeah. Miss Lim, she's that dude. Should we go to her actually? Yeah, okay. Will this take us forward or backward in time? No, backward, that's fine. And gonna go one more backward.
You're still breathing? Can you row?
Can you row, Hagen? You still breathing, Hagen? So, like in this scene, Mr. Samuel Galligan asks for O'Hagan if he's still breathing and can he row. Now at this point there could be 2 people who are O'Hagan. It could be this one. And it could be this one. Everyone else we identified, and this one actually died first. So my first was like, surely he knows he's dead, right?
Keep rowing!
Because here he saw him like being dead, right? So would he really come and say, "Oh, Hagen, can you still row?" No. he is in the same boat with him, so I feel inclined to be like, hey, it's more likely this is O'Hagan than this, yeah? However, he also calls for Nichols, which is also in this other boat, so... But yeah, at this point he should be like, hey, O'Hagan's surely dead, right? And he probably doesn't have... he doesn't know maybe the fate of him because he's a little bit further away in the other boat. Actually, he's closer than him at this point. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this one and this one of them has to be O'Hagan, and it's really not so clear. And here is where this one gets... Oh, yeah.
Aye, sir. Checked and loaded them myself.
Stay quiet and alert. If the wind picks up, we've no chance against the Obra Dinn.
Alright, let's go to the actual transcript here. So, the Formosans are talking. Miss Lim, are you alright? Yes, I'm okay. But the chest, it must not fall into the ocean. If the monsters come, you must stay down. And then somebody's like, hey, shut it up. He doesn't understand his language. But then somebody says, they say strange things about monsters. So somebody here knows Chinese. And there's 7 people present. I assume, like, so one of these 7, so these 2 are talking, and there's 1 translator. And of these 7, who's the most likely to be Chinese? Well, hello there, mister. And, like, it's either he is Chinese and he is O'Hagan, or he's O'Hagan and then somebody else knows Chinese. Which... I don't know. Oh, no, we actually know. They say strange things about monsters. The one who died. So he knows Chinese. So we already know that. He knows Chinese. So... how likely it is that he is from Ireland? I would say very unlikely if he speaks Chinese. So I'm inclined to think he's the Chinese topman. Also, there's more clues actually to this whole situation. So we don't have to go only off of that. If we go and check the actual crew manifest here. O'Hagan is a seaman. And, well, Chinese topmen are, well, topmen. And then if you go to the actual picture here, I think it's way more likely that this dude here is a seaman because all the other shooters are seamen. And I think it's way more likely that this dude is a topman because he's sitting here on this thing together with the other Chinese dude. Now, I do want to go and check out... let me see, how many memories do we have of him? Bookmark memories? I wanna see... Okay, here he's sleeping in his hammock. Okay, we could go here, check him out. I was like, we'll do this very fast in 10 minutes. So much about that.
You have been found guilty by self-confession.
Oh, he looks pretty Chinese here, dude. He looks way more Chinese here than on... so, here... I don't know if... Like, here, when I look at him here... He looks like, I don't know... Irish almost. Welsh. But dude, when I look at him here, he looks way more Chinese. Look, this doesn't even look like the same person. Yeah? And is this like kind of important? Yeah? This does not look like the same person.
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men.
Am I crazy? This does not look like the same person. I blame the painter for this. I really do blame the painter for this. Like, the only reason I thought this might not be the Chinese is how he looks here. Like, look at that. But here... Here he kind of really looks Chinese. Yeah, he looks Chinese here. Wait. Is that really the same person that it in the boat? It has to be, right? Going crazy, like going crazy right now.
You're still breathing?
That's him. Let's take a look at his face. Yeah, we can't really see his face from
Aye,
here.
sir. Checked and loaded up
Okay.
set.
Stay quiet and
Alright.
if the wind picks up, we've no chance.
But yeah, I feel comfort. After seeing his face in the murder chapter, I feel great comfort that he is way more likely to be Chinese. Also, let me see something.
You have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder. Of
I guess we can't really blame the author, like, he's kind of far away. I think he made quite, like, good sketch of him regarding how far he was. So yeah. Monkey and a goat, yeah. Anyway,
I sentence you to death.
let's lock in O'Hagan though. I think it's time. I think it's time we finally lock in O'Hagan. Mr. O'Hagan from Ireland was speared by a terrible beast, and then we got Alexander Booth here. Why do I think that's Alexander Booth? Well, hammocks 48 and 49 are empty because there are people in the boat. The only other empty hammock is his. And number 57. Now number 57, I think we already solved. Number 57... No, number 57 is Alexander Booth. Okay. So, let's try to do this again. So there's an empty hammock here, number 57, belonging to Alexander Booth. There is an empty hammock here belonging to him. And there are two empty hammocks here, 48 and 49, belonging to Nathan Peters and Lars Linde. But we already know that Nathan Peters is on the boat and Lars Linde is dead on the ship, up on the ship deck. On the ship deck, yes, there we go. And Nathan Peters boarded a boat with a couple of other people. And one of them was him. We can go there now, but bunk 57 is empty, so that must be him. Also, we are just running out of people at this point, so it has to be.
Let me on.
So there he is, Mr. Alexander Booth. There's the purser. So all three of them, well, I decided they drowned when the ship, when their boat got in the air, pushed high up in the air by the squid. So yeah. So these two are 48 and 49, and the only other empty hammock is, well, two. One is from George Shirley, but he's right next to it, and number 57 here. And that's about that. I have nothing else to say. I know this is Mr. Alexander Booth for a while now, so. And then what we are left off with, we are like out of people. There's no one else. Unknown officer, unknown passenger, unknown steward, unknown midshipman. So that's all figured out. And we only have 3 Chinese topmen left, and that's it. 3 Chinese topmen and Hamado Diom. So we got him. We got him. We got him, and we got him. So out of these 4 people, 3 need to be Chinese topmen, and 1 needs to be Mr. Hamado Diom or whatever. So we're gonna, I think this is Mr. Hamado Diom. So we're gonna bookmark his memories and take a closer look, but I guess we'll take a look at all the others as well, but there's not much more to look at, I don't think so. So this is the point where, like, things are becoming very complicated, actually. I'm missing a crucial piece of information, and... Okay, so Mr. Hamado Diom. So he's here in this chapter. So if you check this chapter... So we got him. Well, there is actually 1 topman in this scene. I would much more like it that he's not. However, interesting thing, he's in this scene, and none of the other people I suspect are the Chinese topmen are. So he's not here, he's not here, he's not here. So he's like hanging around on his own. So yeah, we can go and check where he is actually. But like, if we can isolate him from the other Chinese topmen, then hey, we'll know. If we can isolate him from Chinese topman without other, then we know he cannot be the Chinese topman. And like, he also has a piece of jewelry, which I just don't feel like... Oh, there's a... How do we get in there? Huh, is that the bargain chapter? Perhaps, perchance, perhaps, maybe. Open this. Okay. So let's see, where is he? This is Boots, okay. I have a hard time finding him. Oh, there he is. So he's definitely isolated from the rest. So is this a seaman from Sierra Leone? Also, he looks... I mean, does he look Chinese to you? He looks a little bit darkish, yeah? A little bit of African origin. I think so, yeah? Hopefully I'm not wrong on that. I would hate that to be my first miss. I hate to like try to figure things out by going off a skin color. Especially since it's a black and white game, so it's tricky, you know, it's tricky. And then he's there in the Bitter Cold chapter. Let's go and find him out. You can also take another look at the Chinese people. So let's see. So what was his number be? Seaman from Sierra Leone, 55. There he is. I mean, we don't see much. We see his leg, and that's about it. Yeah, no. Okay. And then we got the other three, which are here. and Mr. Shirley, who's their friend. So, how are you gonna tell these three apart, dude? Like, this like looks exactly the same as the other one, by the way. Can we take a sneak peek inside it? Like, I don't see anything on the floor. Oh, hello. I'm gonna be able to go out? Oh, what's going on? Okay, I can actually move through here, okay. But that's not gonna help us. Like, there's no cloth anywhere, nothing like that. So yeah, this chapter doesn't seem very helpful, because they're all sleeping in their bunk beds. Very hard to distinguish between four of them here. That's okay though. This chapter can't be the solution to everything. That would be a little bit lame, wouldn't it? And then, oh yeah, this unknown soul was spiked by a terrible beast. So I guess the beast got them both. Well, those spikes do have some penetration, gonna tell you that much. Okay, so here they are, I think.
Lift this out and take it below.
What the hell is going on? What do you know about these things? About the chest and your dead friends?
这是虾米？我回来的，全部讲出来，拢是恁害啦！迄个害得较对人无顾好，是人冤死的啊！He talk about a shell, very dangerous.
Shell? What shell?
So I think he's the one doing the translation. He talked about the shell. Very dangerous. And this dude here, I think here we can really see the difference in skin tone. That's pretty obvious at this point. Also the earring thing, I don't know. But I looked at all his memories. Is there any clue that I missed about him? That I would like to know. But I think at this point his skin color alone, like after we identified Mr. Alexander Booth and Mr. Winston Smith, he's I think the last like person with a darker skin tone left. And yeah, and I'm pretty confident Sierra Leone is in Africa, so. Right. And apparently, yeah, these things went straight through him. But, like, what's happening here? Why is he holding him like that? That's intriguing. In any case, Mr. Hamadou Diom, welcome to the list. 3 more fates correct. Mr. Hamadou Diom, seaman, was spiked by a terrible beast. Mr. Patrick O'Kagan, seaman, was speared by a terrible beast. And Mr. Alexander Booth, seaman, was drowned by a terrible beast. Right. So, okay. And that was the easy part. that was the easy part of the game, yeah? So we have like what? How many fates did we have at this point? So we have like Edward Nichols, second mate. Oh, we actually know who he was shot by. Oh, okay. So he was shot by... I never put that in. Hok Seng Lao and Chioh Tan. Okay, just to make sure. I think he was shot by Chioh Tan because the other one was dead at this point. There we go. By Chioh Tan. There we go.
Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure!
I have treasure!
Hold your fire.
No, too late for that now. Too late for that now. Okay. That was also kind of easy. Okay. Okay, so this one's done basically. Martin Perrault, the third mate from England. We actually don't know what happened to him. Yeah, we didn't see it. I guess this is in chapters, the last chapter, the bargain. Okay. Then we got Henry Evans, the surgeon. Now for him we can kind of guess. So he escaped on the boat together with Emily Jackson and Miss Jane Bird. And for these, he's actually writing us the letter here. So complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. So he will be in Africa. And maybe the ladies were in Africa as well. Yeah. And they also had with them... Okay, we also don't know what happened to Philip Dahl. And we cannot enter it. Yeah. The Captain Steward. And then we got Davy James, the fourth mate steward. So he was together with these two and him on the boat. And then we got Thomas Lanky. He was knifed by the officer. Okay.
Last one. Move quick.
So he took a while to perish, so... That's the wrong one. This one. There was the time anyway, okay. So this is the best clue we have. So here, this dude is chasing him with a knife, and then a little bit later he's crawling and going all the way inside here. So I'm gonna go and say he was knifed by Mr. Olus Viater. Gunnar's mate from Poland. Okay. And then... what am I doing? Yeah, my brain stopped working for a moment. Okay. I spaced out. So Thomas Lank was sniped by Vieter. And then we got these three. Alright. John Naples from Wales was killed by a sword by the steward. Oh, we actually know that. Okay, we can lock that in also. So he was knifed by Captain Steward Philip Dahl. So he died from his leg being amputated. Alive, axed, burned, clawed, clubbed, crushed, decapitated, drowned, eaten, electrocuted, expired, exploded, fell, froze, illness, killed by sword, knifed, poisoned, shot, speared, spiked, strangled, struck, suicide. So I have torn apart and killed by the sword. I'm gonna go killed by the sword. Because yes, his leg was cut off, but torn apart... I don't know, it's just semantics at this point for me. I think both should be agreed. I know exactly what happened to him. This dude was cut off by a sword, his leg was cut off by Philip Dahl, and then he died from bleeding. So was he killed with a sword, or was he torn apart? I don't really care. If this is wrong, I'll sleep well anyway, so... Mr. Dahl, where's Mr. Dahl? Philip Dahl. And the game accepts that. Great. So we solved 6 fates this episode as well. Well done. 3 more fates solved. Wonderful. So John Naples was indeed killed with a sword by Philip Dahl. And Edward Nichols was shot with a gun by Chioh Tan. Well, we already knew all of that though. So this was just filling the stuff in. Thomas Lang was sniped by Olof Sviater. And yeah, that's 3 more fates. So how many do we still have remaining? Like 9, maybe? So 4 people in the boat. Okay, unknown, that's 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 3 topmen, 4 people in the boat, which we don't know where they escaped to. Probably Africa, I'm gonna guess. And then Philip Dahl and then these 2. Him and him, for whom we even cannot enter the thing. So I guess the only thing, I still wanna do the topman. And then I'm gonna board the boat, not before. But yeah, good episode, I'm gonna say. We tied up some loose ends. Next episode, I'm gonna go through some stories and I'll try to figure out if any of these Chinese topmen, there's like a name set somewhere. Like, that would be very useful. Okay, so yeah. So one of the Chinese topmen gets struck by lightning here. No mention of his name though. And here we have this one and this one. And apparently this one's not with them. Oh, is he dead at this point? He might be dead at this point actually. Yeah. Is it bad of me to say that all of these Chinese topmen look the same to me? Like... these 2 at least. I mean, this one has kind of a beardy, we don't see it. Yeah, he has like... seems like he has a small, like, goat beard. Yeah? But this will be hard. This will be hard. Okay. Anyhow. That's gonna be it for this one. Hopefully enjoyed it. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do something nice, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode where I finally try to figure out how to tell the Chinese topmen apart. TheNeomare signing out. Bye bye.